This is absolutely terrifying stuff, and the unknown is what's so scary. To have only 73 out of every million people tested, that's awful.
Extraordinary. And at the moment, only 3 ICU beds per 100,000 citizens. And we're talking about the 4th most populated country in the world. And, Lisa, it's right on our doorstep as well, you know.
And you think of Bali, it will be decimated because the Australian tourist dollar is what they all rely on. And under normal circumstances, when you think about the tsunami back in 2004, Australia was first up with so much help. But we're dealing with our own situation now. So our help just isn't going to be there in the way that we normally would want to perform.
Yeah, that hyper-nationalism, you know, it's not through a lack of desire to help, but countries are looking after themselves like never before.
Guys, I think this brings up an interesting issue, which is people have often said about COVID-19 that it doesn't discriminate, that it's the great equaliser, the great leveller, which is an absolute crock. It is going to hit disadvantaged people so much harder than it is going to hit the rest of the population. So anytime you hear some of that rhetoric about, oh, this is the great equaliser and it doesn't discriminate, that's just not true. And spare a thought for those who are already doing it tough. It's going to be so much tougher for them.
That's such a good point, because whether it's the elderly, people with chronic conditions, or, as you say, Tommy, nations that don't have the resources that wealthy nations do. Yeah.
Very.